All right, Dr. Dominga, another reference. I've been following this so very closely, and this reference was to John Gotti. And they said, look, in the hip hop culture, when you quote unquote beat the government, when you stare the government down and you win, Sean Combs will now be known as the John Gotti of hip hop. So to the extent he wasn't already known as, the gangster of hip hop, this solidifies that position for him. What say ye about that analogy?
Well, I mean, a lot of hip hop of our era, a lot of these rappers, the Diddy's, well, he's not a rapper, people write for him, the Biggies, the Jay-Z's, all inspired by The Godfather and Scarface and the like. So it makes sense that people would make that type of reference. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And this is part of the mythologizing of Diddy that we're starting to see happen. And my hope is that he's not able to just get back into society. Look, when he gets out at some point, he's a private citizen, he's able to live his life, but it doesn't mean that we have to support it. And I believe that if we start embracing these things about the, Gotti of the United States or the new Gotti or whatever, then we're embracing a type of narrative that has never worked positively for hip hop. And that's part of the problem. And I'm very interested to see what Diddy is going to be doing when he gets out. I think that this country is a little bit less forgiving of black men. I do believe that, Kobe Bryant was never, convicted. They settled out of court. But when you look at Nate Parker and the allegations that came with him from the movie Birth of a Nation, when that came out, you look at Jonathan Majors, who did nothing even close to any of this, and he's still trying to recover his career. It's going to really remain to be seen what kind of influence Diddy really has to try to resurface some of his career. But to me, that's when the court of public opinion matters, and I'm hoping that he goes more the route of Kevin Spacey than some of these other people. I hope he fades into nothingness, and we show people once and for all that this type of behavior is not going to be tolerated within our community. We have to take accountability for what goes on within the hip hop world. It is a community that has generally escaped Me Too, but this is one instance where Me Too has caught one of them in some way, shape, or form. And there are more allegations out there for other people. Fat Joe, some of these other folks, more cases might be coming. This is something that we need to pay attention to.